She begged for help, her voice breaking through the night. "He cut my throat." Hours later, her body was found bound, shot, and burned in an alley. Who silenced Kania Brunson, and why was her truth buried in lies? If this already makes you unsettled, like this video, and subscribe, because forgetting is how silence wins. Kania Brunson was just 20 years old, full of dreams and plans for the future, but her secret relationship with a married man would turn into a deadly trap. She was known for her bright personality, her laughter that carried through a room, and her plans to start a career in beauty. But beneath that light was a dangerous secret she couldn't outrun. On September 24, 2022, she agreed to meet this man again. Some say she wanted closure, others believe she was pressured. But what is clear is that this meeting became the final turning point in her life. Not long after, a desperate 911 call came through. A friend reported that Kania was screaming for help, crying out that her throat had been cut. Therefore, the warning was there, raw and urgent, but by the time help could arrive, the violence had already taken her. That night, her body was discovered in an alley near Keefe and Palmer. She was bound, shot, and set on fire. The brutality wasn't just about ending her life, it was about erasing her completely. Therefore, what began as a hidden relationship spiraled into a crime so brutal, it silenced her forever. The investigation turned quickly toward one man, 41-year-old Sultan Sharif. He denied any involvement, but video evidence placed him with Kania on the day she died. His alibi collapsed piece by piece. Investigators say he feared exposure, feared that the truth about his affair would destroy his reputation and his family. Therefore, instead of honesty, he chose violence to protect himself. But this silence wasn't his alone. His brother-in-law, Johnny Hopgood, was accused of helping cover up the crime. That single detail makes the story heavier. It shows how lies and loyalty can twist into something darker, how silence spreads until it becomes a shield for murder. Here's what most people miss. They think this case is about scandal, but it's really about silence. Silence from bystanders, silence from people who knew more than they admitted, silence that allowed a killer to believe he could erase a young woman's life without consequence. Therefore, every unanswered scream became part of the crime. Think about the rhythm of those last hours. A secret meeting filled with tension, a terrified voice calling for help, the sudden break of violence, fire roaring in the dark. Then, silence. Each moment hit like a drumbeat, and together, they formed the final song of a life cut short. So I'll ask you again, who silenced Kania Brunson? And why was her truth buried in lies? Because when silence is chosen over truth, violence never stays hidden for long. Which silence failed Kania most? The man who killed her, the people who covered for him, or the voices who looked away? Share your thoughts below. Your comments decide where we take this investigation next. If this story shook you, don't stop here. My other videos go deeper, pulling apart timelines, evidence, and motives in ways short stories can't. Watch them next and see the full picture for yourself.